YouTube. What's up, YouTube? How we doing today, man? We back again for another video. I know where we at. I know what we doing. I know why we here. We got legs, but I'm excited. 'Cause I'm finally changing up my leg workout split because I realized a couple things. One, I'm about to go into my cut, so like I'm gonna start losing weight, and I don't really want to go as super heavy on compound movements while I'm cutting versus when I'm bulking. And I've been having some egregious knee tendonitis on both knees. Egregious, like the worst I've ever had in my life. Both of my knees feel like I'm a fucking 80-year-old man, and they fucking hurt every time I squat. So no more squatting for me. I'm gonna do just straight machines for the rest of the summer. When I get back to like September, when I start bulking again, then I might consider going back to compound movements. But like my knees are shot. They're done up. Like I can still squat, but it's excruciatingly painful to squat. Excruciatingly. That's a hard word to say. Say that shit 3 times fast. But it's hard. It just hurts so bad. I could like force it and get it done, but like it just hurts so bad. I don't want to keep putting myself through that. So we're gonna switch things around. I'm gonna take out RDOs and I'm gonna take out squats. The two heavy compound movements that I usually do on leg days, I'm taking those out. I'm gonna replace them with adductors. You know, the ones where you close your legs and it works the inner thigh. Adductors and lion leg curls. That's gonna replace RDOs. We're still gonna do seated leg curls and leg extensions and calves, obviously. So we're gonna do two quad movements, leg extensions, adductors, two hamstring movements, seated leg curls and lion leg curls, and then still calves. And I might do calves first on some days. So instead of doing them at the end when I'm usually the weakest that I have been doing, I might some leg days I might do them first when I'm the strongest and freshest. So that means I could really go hard on my calves, so they can obviously grow. Genetic wise, I have pretty good calves. I never really had to do too much for them, but every other leg day I might do them first, and then vice versa. So we're gonna do calves starting off this leg day. I'm gonna do 3 or 4 sets. I don't know what I'm feeling like yet. I usually do 3 sets, but since I'm doing them first, I'm gonna have way more energy, so I might be able to knock out four, and then decide where I want to go from there. So after I do this, then we're gonna have two quad movements left, and then two hamstring movements left, or two. I know I put up 3 fingers. Did y'all see that? That shit was dumb as hell. But that's the plan, and I'm gonna alternate. So I'm gonna do quad hamstring, or vice versa, like hamstring, quad. I'm not gonna do hamstring, hamstring, and then quad, quad. Like, don't do that. Split up your workouts so you give that other body part time to rest, and then hit it again when you go right back to it in every other workout set. So that's the plan going on, or that's the plan starting from now on leg days, is to no more compound movements. I'm gonna give my joints a break, especially my knees, and just add in a couple more machine movements and then just call it a day. So let's just start off with this calf machine. You already know I prefer straight legged calf movements versus bent knee calf movements or bent leg calf movements, because my gym only has the seated calf machine. They don't have a standing one, but I do a standing one in this in a way, just like a different angle. Just think about it like that. I'm doing a standing calf raise, but just on a slightly different angle because I'm using a seated leg press machine. But I use the bottom of the pad, and I just have like pretty much have my legs straight the entire time. You can lower the weight so I can really show you. So my legs are gonna be straight the entire time. So I'm literally just gonna lift my toes out the pad as my heel go down, so my calves are getting stretched out, and then I press. Yeah, I press on the balls of my feet, and then as the heel come down, the toes lift up. So my heels and toes are never on the pad at the same time. So you squeeze toes, and then when you go for the stretch, only heels on the pad and toes off the pad, and then same. Just repeat that as many perfect reps as you can. And once you can't do any more perfect reps, then you switch over and do partials. This machine is great for partials because it doesn't really give you a lot of opportunity to hurt yourself. So you just kind of bang it out. Just kind of speed up the tempo. We do a nice and slow in the tempo for perfect reps. But once you can't do any more perfect reps, just forget the tempo. Just kind of just bang it out and go crazy. So you feel that sick burn, and then carry on. So let's get started. Enough of my talking with that. Let me do my first set. I'm doing a full stack because it doesn't feel that heavy. It's like 300 and something pounds, but it's calves, so it doesn't really feel that heavy. Musical today? I don't know yet. I gotta figure that out. But let's just get into our first set though. No warm ups. We're just going right into it. There we go. Don't be like me. Don't wear Crocs and do these because your feet will be slipping. But you gotta readjust every couple reps. Well, these feel good. I've never done them first. I feel like so much more mind muscle connection with my calf. Like I can actually feel my calves getting stretched out at the bottom and everything. So just there we go. If you going. And the partials. Okay, those feel so much crazier when I do them first. But usually I do calves last, and then by then on leg day, my body's fatigued. Like I'm not really feeling what I'm doing for real. But doing them first, like the mind muscle connection is insane. I literally can feel my calves getting pulled apart and then contracting again and pulled. Like I'm so much locked in when I do them first. That might be the move. Do calves first, and then carry on with the rest of your leg day workouts. That might be the move, right? I'm not gonna lie. But you also give me the idea why not like I should low key do forearms first on arm day because I usually do biceps first and then do forearms second and then triceps last. But then by the time I get to forearms, like I don't even feel like they're just numb because I did like, a couple bicep movements already, and obviously your forearms play a part in bicep training. So like, but then I'm not really as connected to like my forearms as I could be. So like something to think about. But definitely calves first might be the move now. Like I feel them so much. Like the pump is insane. You're learning something new. Every day we learning something new, bro. Come on, every single day. Ooh, so let's knock out. I am gonna end up probably doing 4 sets. Might be a little bit too much, but it is the only calf movement I do like ever. Like I don't have. I never do two calf movements. It's always just the one. So I might just end up doing 4 sets and then moving on to our next workout. So that might be the plan. So yeah, let's do that. See you in a little bit. Let me catch a little breaths. That took a little wind out of me. I was listening to something interesting earlier this week when they were like forearms and calves are like the two most genetic based things in like the human physique. That was low key a fact. Like I feel like if you have big calves or big forearms, I feel like you originally had big calves or big forearm, but since you worked them out, they got even bigger. I feel like if you have small ass calves and small ass forearms, they could get a little bigger, but they're never gonna be like fucking Lee Priest forearms and calves. Like I feel like that's just genetic. And for me, I have long limbs, but considering I have long limbs, I have pretty okay calves and forearms. Like, but that's just all genetic. I've always had these, even before like I was like skinnier and before like I was like in the gym. I've always had big calves or bigger calves, I should say. And like it truly is just straight like genetic. I definitely say like train them hard as fuck if you want to grow them. But just understand that those are like the two most genetic based body parts in like bodybuilding. So like you have them or you don't. So you're just gonna have to just work what you got. Like it's shit like that. You gotta work what you got, bro. We still gonna get after it though. I'm gonna do a couple more sets right here and then move on to our next workout. Nothing too crazy. Have the cook, bro. I'm gonna do one more set and then probably do a double drop set for that set. I love me my double drop set, so they can never make me hate you. Never. I'm gonna do 330 or 360 is the weight stack right now. That's like the max. That's what I've been doing this whole entire time. So for I do that to failure for the final set. Do that weight to failure, then drop it down by 20 pounds. Go from 360 to 340. Actually, no, from three. Damn. Okay, by 40 pounds. I ain't know that much of a drop. I'm gonna usually do 20 pounds. Yeah. We're gonna do from 360 to 340, and then do that to failure, and then go from 340 to 320, and then do that to failure, and then just call it a day. So that's the plan. So my plan is right. So I'm gonna do seated leg curls first, and then my knees and hamstrings are gonna be plenty warm to hop into leg extensions. Go from leg extensions to lying leg curls, and then from lying leg curls finish off with adductors and go to fuck home. That's the plan. I'm gonna see if I stick to it, depending on the availability of the other machines. But that's the plan for today. I'm gonna start off with seated leg curls, my favorite way to do hamstrings pretty much, other than RDLs. But as far as for like machines, seated over lying, I'm gonna do both now because I'm no longer doing RDLs, so that's gonna be the replacement for it. But we're still gonna do seated full stack, which is 260. Do it nice and perfect. Try to get as many perfect reps as we can in the beginning, and then once the form starts to fall off, we do partials and end it off in that way. Remember, lock in on your eccentric, which means when the weight is coming up, go nice and slow on the way up. Just count to your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, come back down. And really focus on that stretch when the weight is coming up and control it. Don't let gravity move the weight up for you. That's all gravity wants to do. That weight stack once it drops to the floor, and then when it drops, the thing comes up. So try to fight that as much as you can if you want better gains, bro. That's all I gotta say. Let's get to it. Plug the machine as tight as you can. For leg curls, I recommend coming as close to the machine as you can. For leg extensions, be as far away from the machine as you can and really let your quads get stretched out. When you go like this, it kind of simulates the motion of doing an RDO when you kind of bend over and then come back up. So once you go like bend your lower body over your legs, it pre-stretches the hamstring, which is gonna just create even more tension, and then you're gonna be good as golden, bro. There you go. And that's how you do it, mother. Ooh, drop my phone. Hope I didn't crack the camera. But that's how you do a motherfucking set right there. I got mad hype for no reason. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm dropping everything, but these pockets are trash. That felt really good though. That set. You see, I'm trying to milk every single rep out of that shit. That's why I'm doing so many partials. You want to just be as locked in as you can. Let's take a little breather and hit this second set though. We're going to do 3 sets. The rest of our workouts today are going to be all 3 sets. So 3 sets here, 3 sets leg extension, 3 sets lying leg curls, and 3 sets for adductors. So And every third set is gonna be a double drop set. That's the plan for today. We just keep it going. Have one more set. I'm just gonna try to lock in as I did for that last set right there. The hardest part is keeping my body on the bench because the weight keep pulling me off the bench reduce which reduces the amount of reps I can do comfortably and as strong. It's a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? The reason I hike my shorts up so hard because I want to use my thigh meat to grip the bench. Sometimes that's not even enough for real. But we're trying our best. This is worse when we're sweaty. When the thighs are sweaty, we slipping and sliding all over this bench. It's all good though. Let's just keep it going. Say one thing, my hamstrings hurt real bad. Let's take a little breather and do our last set. So far, so good. Everything is going as planned. Next up, we have leg extensions. I'm just kind of doing this while I talk to y'all to warm the knees up. I told you I have bad knees. I usually don't have to warm up for anything. I could just go right into it, especially being a third workout of the day. But I have trash fucking knees, so I'm literally just doing this in the lightest weight because we're gonna end up doing a full stack anyway. I'm just doing this to get the knees warm before we get started. I'm just gonna do it so I feel a burn and then put it down. So if you have good knees, you pretty much don't gotta do this, but I guess it's good practice. Even if you do have good knees, just kind of always warm them up before you do something heavy. But for me, I'm doing it out of necessity, not out of being a good person or building good habits. I just got fucking trash knees, man. Usually be just one. That's the fucked up part. It used to just be the right one, and then the left one started acting up. Now both of them acting stupid. It's like what the fuck, bro? I can't even do nothing around here, and it hurts so bad. I can't even leg press. Hack squat is out the question. Like anything that's load bearing on my knees, I can't do it. But leg extension doesn't really put the load on your knees. More so isolates the quads, so I can still do these pretty much pain free after I warm up. So that's why I've been doing them even still through the knee pain. So we pretty much have 3 more workouts after, or 3 more workouts from now. We have this, lying leg curls, and then, this, lying leg curls, and then adductors, yeah. There we go. How about I say, what, am I bad at math? But I just remembered. Oh, oh my God. Like extension is a different type of hurt. Like it just feels different. Like it's a different type of hurt. Like it just isolates your quads. You just feel like popping through my shorts. Like you see this? Like I'm already getting a pump. Crazy. Quads are cooked. We still got one more set though, but motherfuckers is cooked, bro. So after this, I'm probably gonna do lion leg curls and then adductors, or I might just skip lion leg curls and go straight to adductors and just go home after that. I don't know. I'm gonna see how I'm feeling. Whew. It's my first time doing this like this new workout routine with these new workouts implemented, or at least in the same in this order. So like I'm not sure, how they fit in and how much energy I'm gonna have. Obviously, I'm gonna have to fine tune it over weeks and weeks and weeks of doing it. I plan on doing this new leg day type style for like the next like 4 months, 3 to 4 months. Obviously, switch them around every now and then, but like pretty much keep the same core movements for around a few months, and then when we get back to bulking again, we're gonna implement some stuff back in. But I don't know. So I don't know if I'm gonna be doing 4 exercises. I'm gonna have enough energy to do 5. Some days are better than others. Obviously, days that I work, I'm obviously a little bit weaker, like today, because I came from work, go home, eat, and then come here. But if I was off today per se, I might have a little bit more energy to do like the fifth workout versus on days that I work. So we just have to just fine tune it and really fit it into our schedule as the weeks go on and on. So that's the plan. That's not overcomplicated. Just keep running it up. So, whew. It is currently 10 o'clock, and I've decided I'm going to do my last 2 workouts. I was deciding whether I should just do one of them or do both, but fuck it. It's my first day doing the split. Might as well do both and see how I feel. And then from there, I can decide if I want to take something out or leave it as it is. So, we're going to do 2 more workouts, lion leg curls, and then adductors. 2 Ds, not AB, not AD, but ADD, adductors for the inner thighs. So we did leg extensions for the mid and outer thighs. Inner thighs, these are gonna do it for you. But same principle applies to the seated leg curls as the lion one. Basically, you just want to take your time on that eccentric when the hamstring is getting stretched out, and then come up at a good pace. Just keep that tempo nice and jumpy, but not too. Don't be all herky jerky trying to force the weight up there. If it's too heavy, lighten the weight. But nice and controlled on the way up, but then it's really, really slow. 3 to 5 seconds on the way down. Let that calf get, or calf. Well, calves are getting stretched out too, but let your hamstring, for more importantly, let your hamstrings get stretched out. And then, third set, gonna be a double drop set. Like I told you, every single workout after, like we're doing today, the third set is gonna be a double drop set. So don't be surprised. Let's go. We already got this kind of set up for us. Let's lock in. Partials. This machine is so tricky because it starts off real light and it gets heavy out of nowhere. It's like it doesn't have a gradual build up. Like when you first start doing it, especially for this specific machine, the waist stack only goes up to 180. And that shit feels so light. For like the first 10 reps. And rep number 11 is like, hey, I'm about to punch you in the mouth. Like, shut up, nigga. Like, on some shit. I'm like, bro, what just happened? It goes from feeling real light that been about to knock me the fuck out. I'm like, damn. It's like, it's real tricky, bro. I don't be knowing how to really do this machine. Lying leg curls have always been tricky because you have to try to keep your hips down at all times. And that's really hard to do when you're trying to get the weight up, is keep your hips on a pad at all times. So try to bury your hips into the curve. I just smacked my arm off that shit. Into the curve of the bench, especially when you're coming down. So you don't want to have your butt scooted up in the air because that means you're using other muscles to supplement that instead of just your hamstring. So try to keep your hips down at all times the best that you can. Obviously, it's harder for some than others, but it's also harder the more into the sets you get. Like rep number 7, 8, 9, 10 becomes even harder, increasingly harder to keep those hips down because you just want to use other body parts to help you finish the movement. But if you do that, you're kind of defeating the purpose of doing a lying leg curl or a leg curl in general because your hamstrings are not taking over as much as they should. So here's something to keep in mind for y'all, bro. We got 2 more sets right here. Let's get it. I got a love-hate relationship with you. I saw like the lion one. The lion one is, I said lion. The seated one is more consistent than you. I love you, but like, the other one is more consistent. You be fucking with me. Here we have one more set. And this one is gonna be whew, our double drop set. He sure has been up here since I got in here. And I hate it so bad. Whoever designed these shorts did a terrible job because it made, I don't know if you call it the mouth of the leg hole real tight, like it taper it down instead of the bottom should be wider than the top. Why is up here mad wide and then here is tight? Like, come on. For our big thigh people out here, bro, that shit. I got one more set. I'm going to our last workout, bro. I'm done up. It's about to be 10:30 too. 10:30 as well, not 10:32 as in the number 2, but as in also. English language is so fucking stupid. For y'all that don't know, English is not my first language. So I be talking shit about English, like the most shit, because it don't make no sense. Granted, I grew up in Nigeria, and Nigeria was a colony of the UK. So we had English in the country, like most of the schools were taught in English, colonization. But English was obviously my second language because you obviously are born in your home the first 3-4 years of your life. So I'm learning Igbo, my native language, at home. And then when I go to school, we learn English. So English is my second language, and because English don't make no sense. You know what I was thinking about the other day, right? Is like white shorts and like pants have S at the end, or like trousers. You don't say trouser, you say trousers. Like you got a pair of trousers, but a pair means 2. You don't say I got a pair of shirts. You said I have a shirt, and then I have shirts. A pair of shirts is 2 shirts. but a pair of pants is one pair of pants. It don't make no fucking sense. Tell, make it make sense. Is it because it got two leg holes? It's still one piece of clothing. Shit don't make no sense. Why is a pair of shirts two shirts, or a pair of pants is one pair of pants? It's just one pants. And you can't say I got my pants on, so I got my pants on, or I got my trousers on. Not I got my trouser on. Shit don't make no sense, bro. But I'm over here just yapping shit. Let me do my last set and get up out of here. I see the legs all wide open and whatnot. Pause. But we're doing adductors for our last workout. Try to knock these out as fast as I can because I want to go to fuck home. It's 10:30 right now. We've been here way longer than we should have, but it's all good. First day doing these workouts. I have to work out the time and work out how fast I want to do them, work out the rest periods. So we're still in the process of fine tuning it. We have our last workout here, 3 sets. Third set is going to be a double drop set. We have 180 on the stack. I'm trying to do the full stack. This is my first time ever doing this workout, by the way. I've never done this workout ever. And I've been lifting for like a year and a half, seriously, at this point. I've never done adductors, so this is the first for me. But I tried it out. The full stack feels pretty decent where I could at least get 7 to 8 reps. And that's pretty good for me. Do that for 3 sets and then I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. So let's get it. The hardest part is getting into position to do these because I want my legs as wide as possible to create the most amount of stretch and then come in for the squeeze. So let's get it. They're gonna have to see me struggle to get into position, but it is what it is. Music though, we gotta lock in for this one. I might be feeling Rihanna right now. I'm not gonna hold you. I might be. Actually, Gunna. Let's go with Gunna. Can't go wrong with Gunna, bro. Okay, I probably picked the worst shorts to do these in because the seat is pulling on my fucking leg skin, and with these tight ass shorts is making it even more taut. So the shit fucking hurts. I had to cut it short a little bit there, but I kind of felt what I was going for there. So that felt pretty decent. I gotta just figure out the seat situation in these shorts to like so fucking tight in the crotch area. And you're squeezing the fuck on my thigh meat. I gotta figure out what I'm supposed to do here, but we wanna figure it out. I'm not gonna lie, these low key hurt my hips. My hips were already hurting when I was doing the lion leg curls, but I really felt it on this. I'm not complaining though. We have 2 more sets anyway, so let's get a move on. Let's just knock them out. Probably take like, this is like another example of localized fatigue where I only feel it right here. Like I'm not out of breath, I'm not anything. So it's literally just my inner thighs hurt. So usually like a minute and a half is usually ideal for localized fatigue type exercises. So after that, we could pretty much knock out our second set. So let's get it, guys. Whew. I got a cold bottle of Saratoga waiting for me in the house. Before I start, I've been drinking Saratoga since 2019. I used to be a waiter in college in 2019, and then they used to have, how fancy restaurants they give you, you could get for tap, or you could get bottled flat or bottled sparkling. The 2 options they had for bottled flat and sparkling were both Saratoga brand, like the blue bottle. So every day, at the end of the day, our manager will let us take one if we wanted to. So I always took a bottle of Saratoga sparkling water every single day after work since 2019. And obviously I fell in love with them. So I've been buying them every week since then, pretty much. So before y'all start talking about some trench, I've been on that shit since 2019. Saratoga been a thing, especially here in New York, because Saratoga's in New York. So come on now. I'm in Jersey. I'm like 5 minutes from New York, low key. So like, we've been drinking Saratoga water over here. So don't even start, bro. Don't even start. It's good water. That sparkling water we got in the fridge, especially after a long workout, that shit tastes like more better than heaven, low key. I don't even know what heaven tastes like, but it feel like it's better than heaven. I'm just saying. It transports you to somewhere else. Whew. Let's go though. I overestimated these. These are way harder than I thought they would be. Oh my fucking god. Whew. So good though. We have one more set. And these feel uneven. Like it feels like I'm not straight when I'm doing them. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. It's definitely broken because this side moves in more than this side. So I don't know, bro. But let's continue though. Have one more set. And then I'm saying my goodbyes and going to fuck home. Why like I'm low key on the floor, like squatting down? But I promise y'all, I'm sitting on a bench. I can't see it, but there you go. When I was like this, it like I was like fucking on my fucking, like squatting on the floor. But we saying our goodbyes. We're done with our leg workout. Like I tweaked something in my right hamstring slash behind the knee area. Hope it's not nothing serious. But nevertheless, we're done with our workout. Everything is completed with my new revamped leg days, where we're taking away all the compound movements and doing more machine work to kind of help my knees heal up, and also because I'm cutting now, so I don't want to be doing heavy compound movements like I was doing on my bulk size maintain phase. And then while I'm losing weight, still trying to push the same amount of weight, it's gonna fuck with me. So I'm just decided not to do that and fuck myself up even more. So we're gonna stick with doing our machine for now. So in the meantime, I'll keep you informed how I'm feeling, how I like it. And, you know, I'm just trying to build more definition on my legs. I feel like I have the size for real. I just want to build the definition now and really cut into it and have the striations and everything, the teardrop, all the fun stuff, you know? I know a lot of y'all don't really fuck with leg days, but I love it. It used to be like my favorite day until my knees started fucking with me. Then they kind of just started dwindling down. But they once upon a time ago, it used to be my favorite. But it's all good now. We won't get back there. We'll get back there, bro. Bigger, stronger, everything. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for keeping me motivated. Thank y'all for all the good comments. I've been seeing some of y'all, bro. I've been commenting. Yeah, the most motivation I can ever get is just from seeing y'all telling me to keep going. And I'm going to continue to do that. I appreciate y'all more than anything. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. We're going to be doing, what are we doing tomorrow? We got back tomorrow. We're going to be doing back tomorrow. And it's going to be my last day of the workout split because today's Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday, we're doing back, and then Saturday is my day off. So I'm always looking forward to Friday, get that workout out, completed, checked off the list, and then get ready for our day off to rest up. But come back here tomorrow, hit back with me, and then it's gonna be a good week, a good end of our week. I appreciate y'all. Before we go though, do all the YouTube things, like, share, subscribe, keep me motivated. Yeah, do keep me motivated. I'm gonna keep grinding for y'all, and then that's all I gotta say. So thank y'all so much, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Peace, guys.